Welcome to the SFL. I'm Cameron Irvine, lead play-by-play man and commissioner of the First Football eSport League, and this extensive guide will help you find everything you need to get the full SFL experience, or the experience you want. The first step to learning more about the league is on SFL Interactive, the multimedia hub of our website. Head to simulationfl.net and click on the Interactive tab in the menu. Once you're there, create your profile and receive your first 10 points. They'll show up in the upper right-hand corner. Points can be used to pay for anything from player progression to photo galleries and so much more coming soon. On SFL Interactive, you can watch exclusive league content like behind-the-scenes footage and videos, amazing plays, and classic games. You can also watch live games every Sunday night and participate in live lotteries, which can net you more free points. Back on Discord, introduce yourself in the Introductions channel to receive permissions. Tell us how you found us, who you are, and what you're interested in. From here, you can message team owners and general managers and inquire about joining the live stats, beat writing, multimedia, or broadcast teams and hunt for your future home on the field. There are two ways to get on a team, either as an undrafted free agent or through the rookie draft. If you join in the months of April, May, October, or November, you qualify for the rookie draft right away, since rosters are locked during these months while the league wraps up seasonal competition and teams are re-signing or signing veteran players. If you join in any other month, becoming an undrafted free agent is your most likely route. Either option can net you success. If you're going into the rookie draft, a little bit of everything can go a long way in a competitive field. Make an impression by purchasing or gaining your points for player progression in advance. Earn a high chat ranking and show your desire and professionalism in the community chat rooms and in private messages with teams. Join a league staff, team, or contribute to the league's general fund. Drafts are held at the beginning of every June and December. If you're going to get scooped up as an undrafted free agent, your chat ranking determines what type of opportunities you could have. To find out if there are any recent openings on teams, check the player openings section of Discord. If all rosters are full, don't be discouraged. Opportunities come up all the time, and it may just be the perfect fit to start your career. Every offseason, you're able to start completely from scratch if you want, or you can negotiate a new deal with your current team or a different squad. Games are broadcast Sundays through Tuesdays on our SFL networks on Twitch, YouTube, and Fuel. While you're subscribing to those feeds, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and give us some love on Instagram. If you need or want to talk to league staff, we're always listed in gold at the top right of the member list in Discord when we're online, and we'll always try to assist you or make time for you as best we can. That's the Simulation Football League, and that's just the start. Thanks for being here to make an impact. I can't wait to call your name.
And returning it back the other way is Jack Burton, and Carolina has a touchdown on a pick six.
Spins out of a sack, throws it to the back of the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown.
So they're like, oh, well, we need real players. Like, oh, okay. So you need a quarterback? Sure.
He's up to the 30. He's gone, baby. My goodness. Somebody cool off that man's feet because they're on fire.
Throw. King wants it all now, and it's caught! Oh! Touchdown, Chicago!
Unbelievable play! That's got to be number one this week, and we just got started!
People like immersing themselves in all the buildup that goes in with that.
This is going to explode big time.
The SFL Network on YouTube welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Welcome to Liberty Park in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for a matchup between the Tulsa Desperados and the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator this afternoon. Alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer, the Bronze Bomber, the quarterback of the Mexico City Aztecs, Matt Wilson. And a special shout-out to all of you watching live from the Atlanta, Georgia SFL Convention Watch Party. Also joining us today is Mark Lopez on stats. Matt, how are you doing today?
Great. Now they all get to hear some real broadcast.
Matt throwing shade early on. A rough start for these two teams this season, Matt. Both of them coming off a loss. Both, ironically, most recently losing to Atlanta, who won again yesterday to remain undefeated. What happened in those games against Atlanta, and what do these two teams need to do to turn it around?
Yeah, very true. Atlanta was able to hang 43 on Sioux Falls. Tulsa, on the other hand, was a much closer affair. Atlanta only won by a single possession. But Sioux Falls had a bye week last week, so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments they make. They definitely need to tighten up their defense, as Tulsa's key is moving the ball through the air. Sioux Falls needs to lean on the running game and reduce turnovers. Either way, someone's O has got to go. There's only one way to find out, and that's on the field.
On the field, Matt. So we'll take a quick break here to show that we are on the YouTube network tonight. A little change up for us from earlier on this season and the rest of the season when we'll be doing the Fan Night Game of the Week on Twitch on Monday nights. There is no Fan Night Game of the Week this week, as we had everything playing during the convention. But let's head on down to the field to get this one started. Sioux Falls has the ball teed up. They will kick. Tulsa back to receive. Ashley Jackson waiting on the sideline with her offense, waiting to get things going, and we are underway here in Sioux Falls. Kick taken back at the 10-yard line. It is returned all the way up to the 28. Returned by Charles Ball. And the Tulsa offense will get their first shot at it, led by quarterback Ashley Jackson. The halfback is Sanzo Robinson. Wide receivers Stephen Bush, Corey Jones, and Mike Osai. Mike Osai coming over in free agency from Dallas this past offseason. The tight end, the always important tight end, Matt, is Anthony Mosley, the rookie 8th pick in the draft. I formation, ball is handed off to Robinson on the first play. From scrimmage, he gains 2 yards. Short gain brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, run it first, soften up the defense, see where they're at, and unleash the passing game, because Sioux Falls' defense was a major liability in the passing game against Atlanta.
2nd down and 8, and Jackson says, well, 2 yards is not enough for me. Let's go 5 wide. 3 down linemen for the Sparrows. Jackson back to throw, fires over the middle, has her target, but he drops the ball in and out of the hands of the intended target, Aaron King. Ironically, Matt, one of the lower paid receivers on this team, not one of the top 3 I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, when you go 5 wide, man, stick your tight end and your running back in there. I think they have better hands than some of those lower paid guys, but we'll see what develops from there.
3rd down and 8 coming up. Trips formation to the top of the screen. Jackson back to throw. Out route to the left. To the right. Left and right is hard. Bush catches it for a 1st down, and Tulsa's going to go into the hurry up. This is a little bit of a surprise, isn't it?
Well, you know, passing game working. They like the formation. See if they can get any more out of it.
Jackson, 7-step drop, steps up into the pocket, throws on the run, has her target complete for another. Nope, that's going to be a 2nd and inches. Mike Osai with that one. I thought he fell past the sticks, but they will mark him inches short. Still in the hurry up. Jackson, 7-step drop again. Pressure coming around the corner, firing deep down the field. Complete! Deep pass caught all the way up at the 15-yard line, and they're still going to go into the hurry up. Corey Jones with the reception.
It's working. It's working. They're tiring out the defense. This bunch of the tops giving Sioux Falls some troubles. Ashley Jackson's like,
Ashley Jackson, the offense is in the hurry up, and Ashley Jackson's jogging to the line like, I'll get there. I'll get there. Looking out route to the top of the screen. That one is complete again. We saw that shot earlier on, hauled in by Bush. And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far out of this Tulsa offense. Jackson under center. Firing short over the middle. That one is once again caught for another 1st down. We are we're making Mark Lopez work for this one, Matt. Aaron King with the reception. Did you keep up with that, Mark? I hope so.
Hopefully the old Roadmaster's got the AC turned up to max. I thought they might switch to a running formation. Nah.
Nope, 5 wide. 1st down and goal. Actually 4 wide and their tight end. Good to see them getting Mosley in on this one. Firing down to the bottom. Wide open and touchdown, Tulsa. They are on the board first. Hauled in by Sanzo Robinson.
Pew, pew, pew. Didn't I say put the running back in?
Yep.
as a target, worked to perfection. Tony Romo lives. Sansa with a nice out, and there's just nobody there. Too easy. I mentioned Sioux Falls' weakness in the pass defense game, and Tulsa just took it into overdrive. They're like, we're just going to pass it every play, every 10 seconds. Well, until Ashley Jackson's nice trot there, but, whatever. Caught him off guard. Good job, Tulsa.
That's right. That's, when you start out 0-2, we talked about it in the intro, you got to maybe change things up, and they said, all right, let's just get down the field fast and score. Extra point is up and good. Tulsa now leads 7-0 over Sioux Falls early on. Matt, what'd you think overall of that drive? That was impressive, I thought.
That was like a Buffalo Bills K-gun, just delicious. They should do that every time.
Matt likey what he sees so far. So now Tulsa will kick it off to Sioux Falls, give them a shot at it. Andrew Wheeler kicks it away. Kick taken back at the 10-yard line, returned straight up the middle, and tackled at the 27. Tackled by, A.J. Levy on the return. Julian Tyree will lead his offense out onto the field. He is the quarterback, joined on the field by halfback Colin Hart. Wide receivers are A.J. Warren and Riley Porter. And the tight end, Matt, the ever-important tight end, George Caldron, in his second year coming over from San Francisco.
George Caldron, not Calderon?
Calderon? I don't know.
Oh!
This is why I have you with me, Matt.
Calderon. I'm from Mexico,
Nice gain by Hart on first down. He gains 8. Will bring up a second down and 2. Colin Hart
need to get Hart going.
Yeah.
Their last game, I think he had under 40 yards. Might be under 30 yards. And, yeah, he's usually the kind of the lifeblood of this offense with their screens and their, pounding the rock. So need to get back to that.
3 in the backfield. Hart with blockers out in front, running past the right side of the screen down to the 32-yard line. What an impressive run by Colin Hart. You asked for him to get going, Matt. There you go.
The greatest coach of all time. Just called the touchdown to the running back, and now I said you got to get Hart involved. And great blocking downfield. Just let Hart does what he does, and don't put Tyree in too many dangerous spots. He was picked off, I believe, 4 times last game. That's not gonna usually end in a victory for you.
Tyree firing deep down the left-hand side, nearly intercepted. Diving attempt by the corner, Terrell Davis. And let's take a look at the rest of the key players here on the Sioux Falls defense. Outside linebacker Jose Fuentes is joined with inside linebacker Alex Parker and outside linebacker Nick Fargo, a trio of dangerous linebackers on this defense, Matt. Corners are John Barnhart and Terrell Davis, and the safeties are Jay Ringgold and A.J. Levy. And I just read the entire Sioux Falls defense.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was confused.
If only Matt had cut me off sooner. Tyree back to throw.
Oh!
It's been there's been a lot of travel these past couple days, Matt. Flew down to Atlanta and back. Now we're down here in Sioux Falls. Later this afternoon, we have to board that supersonic jet that Cam bought us and fly down to Tallahassee. So,
but put
I'm
that
a little
Roadmaster underneath the jet.
Yeah, we just strap it right to the back. Actually, it's dragged behind. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but we'll get there and we will power through. Hopefully. Tyree back to pass, firing over the middle, complete. Gets inside the 20. We are inside the red zone for the first time for Sioux Falls today. First down and 10 from the 18. And hey, how about we take a look at the Tulsa defense, Matt? Gib Lee Dew. Yeah, Gib Lee Dew, the defensive end, number 95, in his 3rd season, all with Tulsa. Linebacker is Espen Rael. Corners are Nate Heslep and Dante West, and the safeties are Kanye Rockefeller and Charles Ball. Whew, I got it right that time.
Deep breath. We're over that one.
The struggle is real. 2 wide receivers set for Sioux Falls. Tyree checks it down to Hart. Hart spinning his way past the first defender. Can't get past the second. Tackled at the 15-yard line will bring up a second down and 7. And, Matt, I have a feeling that we're in for a bit of a slugfest today.
Well, hopefully. That makes good broadcasting, sir. They need to get Hart involved. They've done a better job so far, but hold your breath, folks. It's shotgun time.
Tyree back to pass. Checks it down to the fullback. Fullback can't get anything going there. He'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. And man, I was just looking at the stats. It looks to me, I think Hart actually had 23 carries for over 150 yards last game.
Okay, then I just read stats wrong.
He averaged 6.7 yards per carry and had 4 touchdowns. So he's
I think I read someone other stats. My apologies, Mr. Hart.
I think you might have seen this. So, see, we are both so incredibly screwed up right now. Tyree firing to the end zone, tipped, incomplete. Great coverage on the play by the defense. Kanye Rockefeller in on the coverage on that one.
I think I was right on the passing game, though. Tyree threw a lot of picks.
Tyree did indeed throw a lot of picks, Matt. Tyree threw 39 pass attempts last game, but 4 of them were picked off. He did have 261 yards, 26 completions. I mean, it wasn't an awful game from a completion percentage standpoint, 67% completions, but couldn't find the end zone and found Atlanta quite a bit.
POT, points off turnovers.
32-yard field goal try forthcoming from the left hash. Kick is up, and it is good. Sioux Falls is on the board. The Tulsa defense holds them to 3. We have 7-3 here in Sioux Falls.
Tulsa's got to love that. Sioux Falls got in the red zone, and they only got 3. Especially since most of Tulsa's talent is on offense. So they have to put up the points because that's where their talent lies. So see if that high-powered passing offense gets going again.
Sammy Prefontaine kicks the ball off. Charles Ball waiting back at the 10-yard line to return it. Blockers out in front trying to spin past the coverage. Can't do it. Gets tackled down at the 29. Decent starting field position for Jackson. And Matt, I agree. I'm hoping to see that offense get going again as well. That was it was fun. Like you said, it kind of reminded me of the old Buffalo Bills K-gun offense from back in the 90s when
they
half
overloaded
the
them with
people
the trips,
watching,
and there's nothing they could do.
Half the people watching probably were like 3 years old or not even alive.
0.
We're just old. We're just a couple
old
of
but
guys.
reliable.
That's right. Well, not so far today. Offset I formation. Decent run by Robinson. Gains only 4. It looked like he was going to go for more, Matt.
It did, but that's what you like. 4 more on first down. Now they can run Robinson again if they feel like it. Or I don't know if it was me, I'd get back to that passing game. Maybe I'm a little bit of a pass happy junkie, but it just was so effective. But maybe they have other ideas.
Trying to switch things up. 8 in the box for Sioux Falls. Tulsa checks it down. Jackson checks it down to Robinson.
Oh.
No, that was actually checked down to the fullback, I believe. Buffalo Marshall, speaking of Buffalo.
Huh.
3rd down and 1 coming up. And, Matt, I know I already introduced the Sioux Falls defense, but, hey, let's do it when they're actually on the field. Jose Fuentes, Alex Parker, and Nick Fargo are the linebackers. John Barnhart and Terrell Davis, the corners. Jay Ringgold and the one A.J. Levy are the safeties. High formation. Robinson takes a handoff, running up the middle, hit, but makes it across the line up to the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10.
They contained Robinson. If that was a broken tackle, he could have been gone. And Tulsa now doing it through the ground, at least for one series of plays. We'll see if they continue to be conservative. They can't get too conservative. That's what I always say.
I formation here on 1st down. Jackson back to pass, fires. Oh, nearly picked off, but complete to Corey Jones and out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And just shout-outs to the chat. Stephen at Large, Crash Combs, Nightwing Zoner. Hi, Jeremy. Kanye Rockefeller, Ashley Jackson. Ashley Jackson literally watches, I think, every single game. She's incredible. I got to meet her yesterday in Atlanta. That was one of my highlights of the trip, was meeting Ashley Jackson, become so involved in the league, and it was great to meet her. And Shan Varner in the chat, too. Oh, completion over the middle. Caught all the way up at the 37-yard line. And take a look at that quarterback rating for Jackson, 145.8. Stephen Bush hauls that one in.
using the weapons. And look at this. She just threads the needle there. Oof.
Man, if only my quarterback threw dots like that.
I had a great game, man. I threw 4 touchdown passes. All to Ray Bentley, but, it's okay.
I was going to say, Ray Bentley had a fun game. I actually had a blast. I was able to watch that game with Ray Bentley. That was also one of the highlights of the trip. It was an interesting experience, to say the least. Robinson taking the check down there, gains only 2. 2nd down and 8. We have another game going on right now as well. The London Knights are hosting the San Francisco Sharks. Nightwing's owner has given an update in the chat. London up 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, Matt.
London ain't playing around, yo.
They are playing to win. And after this play, another little tidbit, 3 wide, out route down to the bottom of the screen. That one hauled in by Anthony Mosley, the rookie tight end. Good job, Mosley. Nice to see a tight end actually getting some passes. 3rd down and 3.
You got 3. Shut up. I watched the game 4 times. You got 3.
I'll stop. So we have a special guest running tech support for us today here in the SFL. Our tech support guru over on the London-San Francisco game is one Jeffrey Daggs, joining the broadcast team as a technical advisor for this game. 4th down and 5 coming up after a tackle in the backfield. Robinson losing some yards on that play. Jose Fuentes with the tackle for a loss. 4th and 5 from the 32. Matt, do they try the 50-yarder? No, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and
they're going to play it safe. The wind conditions must not be right. It's risky for the low-paid kicker, so they're just going to try to pin him back. Sioux Falls back, but I don't like the call on 4th or 3rd and 5.
And a fair catch down at the 11-yard line. 2 minutes and 1 second to go here in the first quarter. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Shane Varner says, there's a... Oh, they must have run into him. They ran into him after he called for the fair catch, man.
Wow. Well, the more you watch the league, the more you see things you thought you never saw before. That's some undisciplined stuff right there.
That makes the punt even less worth it now. They were at the 32-yard line and punted, and now look where they're going to get the ball. That was a net gain, Matt, of about 4 yards, maybe 5. About 5 yards.
You know what that is? Punt. Hashtag sad.
Hashtag sad. You may as well have just thrown it and seen what happened.
Yes.
Kanye Rockefeller says the Dags running things. Yeah, we are, man. We got this game going. My son Jeffrey's got the other one going for us. We've got this down. I hope. We're good. Lost a 2 on that play. Brings up a 2nd down and 12. Shan Varner says that they're all watching at the hotel. Says everything's looking good so far. Hope everybody in Atlanta is enjoying themselves. I wish I could have been there for more than just about half a day, but it was great seeing everybody. Tyree fires over the middle. That one's caught. Nice gain on the play. Makes up for the lost yards and more. 3rd down and 1 coming up. George Calderon. Calderon? Is that it, Matt? Am I doing it right now? Calderon?
Steven's Calderon. You got to roll your R's, and I can't roll.
Calderon.
I can't do it. I'm disabled. I'm sorry.
You can't just play that card on everything.
Yes, I can. I'm allowed. Damn it. Darn it.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez, what I do?
No. 3 in the backfield. Hart takes a handoff, hit by the entire Tulsa defense and tackled for a loss. Stopped for a loss of 2. Brings up a 4th down and 3. Ghibli-do with the stop.
Ghibli-do, Ghibli does. Stops that 1st down. Great showing by the Tulsa defense.
So Sioux Falls can't take advantage of the field position with that penalty, and not that it was great, but they had a good opportunity instead of getting pinned back deep. Punt is away, taken back. Oh gosh, at the 30-yard line, and ball just gets walloped.
Well, at least he held on to the ball. That's the most important thing. And let's see if Tulsa says we need to be more aggressive on this drive. That's what I'd be telling them. You can run the ball, 1st down, see what you get. But man, was loving that up-tempo, no huddle offense. They were just moving it like crazy. Especially when you see, look, Sioux Falls is in man. I would love a no huddle in this situation.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. This would be the formation to do it out of as well. 3 wide, you got your tight end and your running back. It's Matt's favorite formation. Hit as he throws the ball incomplete.
She.
Sorry, Ashley. I blame Matt. I don't know why.
You do.
I just he's an easy scapegoat. 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Just
Dion
unplug
Hawkins
the
joining
power.
us now in the chat. Says he'll be at the next convention for sure. Hate that he had to miss this one. Matt,
It's going to be in Rochester, New York. It's going to be great.
it is not. Matt, stop telling lies. Ay, 2nd and 10. Robinson taking the handoff, having blockers out in front. He's past midfield, up at the 40-yard line, tackled by A.J. Levy, but not before a huge gain. Nice gain on that one, averaging 7.6 yards per carry.
Well, I think it was all on that one, but yes, gets loose, gets a lot of yards, and now Tulsa's back in business, almost where they were, where they had to punt. So now that they need to be wise on their offense and at least get 3 out of this.
Jackson, 11 of 13 so far today, already over 100 yards with a touchdown. She is now under center, offset eye formation. Robinson takes the handoff, running up the middle, straight into the defensive line and goes nowhere. 2nd down and 10, and Matt, that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score after 1, Tulsa 7, Sioux Falls 3. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Today's SFL broadcast on YouTube is presented by APM Music, Production Music Library, and Custom Music House, and brought to you in part by Fuel Beyond Imagination. Visit the all-new SFLinteractive.net today. By Matt Doyle Designs, the official branding partner of the SFL. And MediaTek Institute. Turn your passion into your profession. These gut-wrenching shots from Sioux Falls are brought to you by AirViews, United by Drone. Visit airviews.net to see more drone footage if you would like to get airsick, like I just did. Tulsa
That's a
7,
great spot.
Sioux Falls 3.
It's all off the rails.
I was, listen, I've been flying, and I was just flying again. It's all a little too much. Jackson back to throw to start the second quarter, complete over to the right-hand side. That one good for a gain of 8. Mike Osai on the reception will bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, running up the middle on Sioux Falls is not smart. Look for their strength. They got 3 high-paid linebackers.
That's
so
right.
attack them from the outside, the edge. That's what I'd be doing. And passing the ball, because unless they bring pressure with a linebacker, you're going to have a long time in the pocket.
I formation on 3rd and 2. Jackson will throw, fires deep down the middle, and that one's picked off, intercepted, and it is being returned by the Sioux Falls defense all the way up to the 26-yard line. Great play by the defense to put an end to that drive, picked off by John Barnhart.
I actually threaded one in earlier about the same spot. Post route, but oof.
Great coverage by the defense.
Yeah,
there,
great
Matt.
coverage. Got underneath that ball and just attacked it nicely.
Yep, I think Barnhart took notes after that first play that you mentioned where she threaded that ball right in, and he said, you know what, I'm going to undercut this one. Perfect coverage, got the ball. Just like that, Tyree's back out on the field, desperately trying to get Sioux Falls ahead here. Been down for the whole first quarter. Heavy set here on 1st down. Hands the ball off to Hart. Blockers out in front of him. He breaks one tackle, gets up to the 40-yard line, and then is brought down on the play. Nice gain up to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, conversely, Tulsa only has 1 linebacker, so, I mean, on the inside, so yeah, definitely running outside is a nice option. Away from Ghibli Doo would also be nice.
Once again, a special shout out to Mark Lopez joining us today on Stats. Truly appreciate it. It makes these broadcasts so much better. You could tell which games had stats yesterday and which ones did not. It does make a difference for us. Oh, it throws a Matt Wilson duck over the middle, and that one's incomplete. That one fluttered straight into a whole bunch of coverage. What? What happened?
Nothing but dots. You watched the game film yesterday. Dot.
Espen Rael providing the pressure on that pass. I promise, Matt, I will stop at some point.
Never.
It could be then, yes. But that is still technically at some point. Tyree fires up to the top of your screen. That one hauled in.
Oh,
For a nice
out
gain.
route, folks.
Ray Lynn getting first down yardage almost up to midfield.
Yeah, Lynn runs that out, but look at how much space on that zone, and he does a nice job cutting up and gaining the first down instead of running needlessly out of bounds.
It looked like
So
Heslop
extra
was
effort plays.
Yeah, it looked like Heslop was expecting that to be a slant. He kind of started shading towards the middle of the field a little bit right when Lynn made that sharp cut to the right, and that was the difference there. 3 in the backfield on first down and 10. Tulsa putting just about everybody into the box. Hart taking the ball, but has blockers again. This play's worked a couple of times so far today. Kanye Rockefeller giving him a rock right there. But a nice gain of 7 on first down.
Yeah, he stuffed them all in the box. You run outside. Hart one-on-one. Definitely don't want that situation.
Appreciate everybody joining us today. Chris Morris, shout out to you in the chat as well. Didn't see you earlier. And Chase Earl also joining us now. Nice handoff to Hart, breaking the tackle at the line and getting first down yardage up to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they had him behind the line on this trap. Watch. And his Hart just peeled off and got 6 or 7 yards. Nice job there. Sioux Falls is a driving.
Game update from London. San Francisco has put some points on the board, now trailing 21-7 about midway through the second quarter.
They're saying there's a chance.
Tyree fires over the middle, caught, hauled in all the way up at the 18-yard line. Great catch by Riley Porter. First down.
How did he do that? Where's my replay? Truck? There you go. Wow, that's trusting your quarter. Well, he got a little bit behind the defense, but that's still a great pass by Tyree. If he was off a bit, it could have been a real disaster.
Did you see the ref throwing a block there too? That worked out well.
Ref 62 does everything.
8 minutes to go here in the first half. 3 wide, Tyree firing towards the end zone. That one's almost intercepted, underthrown, was trying to hit Calderon. And well covered by the Tulsa defense. Looks like Dante West was in on the majority of that one.
Go West, young man. To see if Sioux Falls is a little scared of that, give it back to Hart. That seems to be their greatest success so far.
Hart alone in the backfield. 2 wide receivers lined up to the bottom of the screen. Tyree back to pass, checks it down to Hart, spins, gets past one defender, and then is tackled. Brought down on the play by Charles Ball. 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Pretty decent defense there. I didn't see any desperados in the picture, and all of a sudden they swarmed them and made this a fairly difficult conversion here. 3rd and 4.
The Sparrows looking for more than 3 on this drive as Tyree fires over the middle, and somehow that one is caught for a Sioux Falls touchdown. A.J. Warren in the end zone.
Tight man coverage. Look at him. Just beat him inside, and yeah, if there's a soft zone in the middle, that's not happening. But because Tyree recognized the man coverage, saw the open man, it's like nothing to worry about here. Right in the end zone.
Wow, that was impressive. Man, I don't know if you saw it, but Warren was actually getting pressed at the line quite a bit, like for a good couple of seconds before he finally broke free and hit that slant right between the zone. From the broadcast camera, I couldn't really see. Oh, high snap. The pressure was coming, but the extra point is up and good. Sioux Falls takes the lead, 10-0 here, about midway through the second quarter. And like the SFL on Facebook, facebook.com/simulationfl. Promote it to your friends and share your SFL glory. Hey, the more people that we can tell about this league, the better. That's how we get people to join, become players, coaches, owners, scouts. You know, I was talking to Andy Hamilton yesterday, Matt, just about how important it is to have scouts on the team. The the amount of work that these owners put into their game plans each week is crazy. Charles Ball returns this one up to the 30-yard line. Just trying to, watch your opponent that you have coming up and trying to see as many different formations as they use, and then trying to figure out which plays in those formations they use so that you can build, try to reproduce their playbook, and then run your own simulations against it to see what sort of results that you're going to get, what sort of defenses you can put in to counteract what they're doing on offense, and vice versa on their defense to your offense. It's there's a lot that goes into this, so the more people the better, that's for sure. Jackson stepping up, pressure coming, and she is sacked. Brought down in the backfield. Big sack on the play. He'll bring up a 2nd down and 13. Morton in on the sack.
That's not nice. Trash talking a lady. Jeez, where do you get his manners from? Yeah, Jackson's got to have that ticking clock in her head and either throw the ball or it's time to run. It's time to go.
Jackson under center, offset I formation. Looks like Sioux Falls is going to be sending pressure on this one. 7-step drop for Jackson, firing deep over the middle. Hazard target. He's going to go. Corey Jones, no, he's tackled. I thought he had a step, but Jones tackled at the 25-yard line, but huge gain for Tulsa.
You had to say he could go.
I cursed you. Oh, I said he was going to. I called it. Like, he's gone.
No.
John Barnhart says, stop it. Sweep the legs,
Corey...
Barnhart. Sweep the legs.
No, there's no bounty gate or anything in the SFL, sir.
I said sweep the legs, not break the legs.
Well, what do you think's going to happen?
A tackle.
Just ask Anderson Silva.
Split backs in the backfield. Jackson hands the ball. Oh,
what
fakes it. Oh, no, a pitch. That's a fumble, and that one is recovered by Tulsa. I think they regained the ball. Matt, it was a fake to the halfback, a fake to the fullback, pitch to the halfback, who missed.
What in the darn hill was that?
What in the darn hill, Matt says.
Deep, that's all, folks.
Nick Fargo wrapped up Robinson before Robinson could take the pitch. That was wild.
Time to throw that one in the dumpster.
You can always count on Matt Wilson to give you the true analysis of what he thinks of your plays. Jackson to throw on 2nd and 14. Has time, fires over the middle. That one is caught, but there is a flag on the play. Matt thinks maybe pass interference. A.J. Levy in on the coverage. Mike Osai with the reception. See the call.
Pass interference, number 42.
And it is pass interference called on Levy. I didn't see pass interference, Matt.
He got there a step too early. He nudged him. And so
still
automatic
had
first
the
down.
catch.
And
wow.
So I guess the dumpster fire didn't cost Tulsa anything.
It was not a dump. It was one play.
Hashtag dumpster fire.
Oh, man. Oh, Matt. What am I going to do with you?
Find another guy.
Find a replacement. 4-3 defense by Sioux Falls. Jackson to throw. Checks it down to the fullback again. Buffalo Marshall taking the ball up the right side of the field. Brings it up to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 4.
Can't stop those Buffaloes.
I'm going to have to get Stephen Mullinex out of retirement, Matt. Mullinex,
Oh, no.
I need a new analyst. This one has been used up.
Crying on air.
Oh, Matt, don't cry on air. Now I have guilt. 2nd down and 6 from the 15-yard line inside the red zone. Tulsa looking to retake the lead, checking it down to Robinson. Gains a couple. 3rd down and 2 coming up.
I smell
Ashley
Sanzo
Jackson.
Robinson.
Oh, go ahead.
What? I smell a Sanzo run here on 3rd and 2. I'd actually advise against it. I would like to see them come up, spread them out, and try to throw something, make these linebackers work, because this is right in their wheelhouse. There's those three, just like a bunch of jackals.
8 in the box. Robinson takes the handoff, and he's going to be short. He's going to be short, Matt. Wrapped up by Nick Fargo, one of the aforementioned linebackers.
The Jackals.
The Jackals. One of the aforementioned Jackals. 4th down and inches coming up, and
Whoa!
Tulsa says, no, we're going to challenge this one.
It's the first half. Why not? I think it's a waste.
Right. He looks short to me, but let's take a look at the replay.
A real line to judge. Let's see.
So Fargo gets him. The ball.
Ooh, he might have a case here.
It's right on the line.
Yeah.
Look at the stick. Look at the stick.
I
on the
think
far
he got
side of
it.
the field. No, I think he's short.
We'll see.
The broadcasters are split. Let's see who's right. And the play stands. Jason McGee celebrating. Deion Hawkins a little unhappy. But Tulsa will be charged with a timeout, and it will be a 4th down and inches. But, Matt, like you said, it's the second quarter. The second quarter is almost done. The timeout really doesn't matter at this point, so you may as well give it a shot. It could be the difference between 7 and 3. I mean, it would have been a 1st down and goal inside the 10-yard line. But instead, they'll have to settle for a 26-yard field goal try. Math is so hard, Matt. So
I don't even try anymore.
Kick is up from the left hash and good. This one is all knotted up at 10. 4 minutes, 9 seconds to go here in the first half. Once again, a special shout out to all of you watching in Atlanta. Those of you who were not like me that had to head back yesterday, and you can all watch at the watch party. I hope Cam Irvine is awake. He seemed very sleepy. If he is asleep, somebody slap him. I mean, gently wake him up. One of those. Take your pick. Kickoff. All the way back to the 6-yard line. Returned by A.J. Levy. Oh! Breaks the first tackle. Looked like he got face masked. Brought it all the way up to the 28-yard line. Thought I saw a hand up on his face mask and his head jerk, but apparently not. Or the refs missed it. So 1st down and 10 from the 28. Sioux Falls looking to get some points on the board here at the end of the first half, and then they will get the ball back as they kicked to start the game. And that could be a difference maker, Matt, if they're able to get in the end zone, get the ball back, and get in the end zone again.
Good shift. If they run to the out, they did. But
oh my!
Oh God!
Look at that hit. God, I felt this one all the way up in the booth. Linebacker Richard Newton pounding Hart into submission.
Definitely not the Fig.
not the Fig Newton. The Richard Newton.
He's rich.
Done. Oh, we've got problems. 4 wide receiver set. Hart in the backfield. Tyree under center. Tyree, play action. Steps up into the pocket. Throws on the run and well defended. Tipped and nearly intercepted. Well covered on that play.
Jugs machine. That's the second time they almost had a pick, but slipped through their fingers.
Kanye Rockefeller on the coverage. It looked like Espen Rael on the coverage to me. That's Espen. And now Kanye was the last one to touch the ball, but Espen Rael. Look at this coverage, Matt. Linebacker.
That's great coverage.
Yeah, linebacker covering a receiver, and he did a fantastic job. I feel bad for suggesting that somebody slap Cam now, Matt.
Well, you don't want to wake him up because then he's got to listen to this commentary. Think about it. While Cam's away, the mice will play.
Oh, dear. Three wide. Offset I formation. Tyree back to pass. Fires into double coverage, and it's incomplete.
No!
Incomplete. Well covered on the play. 4th down and 8 coming up, and the Sioux Falls offense stalls out.
Tulsa missed another pick.
Yep.
There was 2 guys there. Somehow it made it through. Guys, wave your arms, catch.
And that was another pass to one of the backup receivers, Ray Lynn, who we saw earlier. So double covered on that play, and they can't take advantage of the slightly less talented receiver with their starting corners. I saw Nate Heslip in on the coverage on that one. A couple of missed opportunities on defense. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt them later on. So Max Mulholt punts this one away to Charles Ball. Ball running away from the defense. He did not want to get hit, Matt.
Retreat. Is he French?
Run away.
Le ball. Ha ha ha.
Matt insulting entire cultures, folks.
We don't have a team in France yet, so I could. Cheerio is fine, but ha ha ha.
We are fired. Ashley Jackson under center, offset I formation, 3 wide. Ashley dropping back, stepping up into the pocket, pressure coming, throwing on the run. That one is also tipped, and Levy can't get there. Levy was tracking the ball, couldn't get under it, Matt.
Oh man. No one can catch a pick today.
Or a pass.
Ashley Jackson's thrown 1. Yeah, it's been a. I like them going back to it, but they need to get back to that trips formation.
Yeah.
I love that.
Where's our opening drive? No huddle. That was beautiful. I loved it.
Bring on the fullback.
The Buffalo Marshal. Buffalo Marshal and Sanzo Robinson lined up in the backfield. Robinson taking the handoff. Gains about 4. Will bring up a 3rd down and 6 as we tick down to 3 minutes here in the opening half. Robinson now with 45 yards on the day.
I'd like to see a nice little out route. 6 yards, perfect time. Little 3-5 step drop. Nothing too risky here. Just pick up your 6 and continue on.
Jackson back to throw. Standing tall in the pocket.
Oh,
and that one is
there's a
picked
pick.
off. Intercepted, taking it back to the 30. Jackson trying to make the tackle and finally had to be brought down by one of the receivers. But Alex Parker with the interception, and that sets up a 1st down and goal for Sioux Falls.
Those opportunistic hyenas playing zone, and wow, what a dive. Oh, that threw me off. I thought 92 picked the ball off. It was 91. They were all over that play. Good job by Anthony Mosley there. Tight ends making tackles to save touchdowns. Let's see if that extra effort's going to pay off here. 1st and goal.
Split backs in the backfield for Sioux Falls. 1st down and goal from the 7-yard line. Points off turnovers. You talked about it earlier today, Matt. Tyree steps up, fires to the end zone, tipped and incomplete. Trying to hit Riley Porter. Well covered.
There's been a lot of hands-on balls today.
Yeah. I mean, both secondaries are doing a fantastic job at defending the pass. You know, we did see an interception, ironically, by a linebacker. You know, what did you call them, Matt, the linebackers? I already forgot.
We're not in Houston, but they're the pack of hyenas. They're just like stable at your knees.
That was very frightening. 3 receivers to the top. Play action. Fires to the 1 down on the bottom, and that one is caught for a touchdown. Riley Porter hauling that one in, and Sioux Falls reclaims the lead.
Truck, give me a replay. Let's see what we got. Those feet looked a little iffy, but might have just been my bad angle. Let's check this out. Great play action. I could tell what was going on here. Yep. And easily.
You got him. Yeah, you need 2 in the end zone. 2 feet down in the end zone here in the SFL. But it looks like he got it. They'll set up for the extra point. Game break update from London. It is halftime in London. 35-7. The Knights lead over the Sharks, Matt. Wow. Low snap. Kick is up. That could have easily been blocked. It looked like Tulsa gave up on it. It's good. 17-10. Sioux Falls over Tulsa.
Don't forget the 1 in front of that 0.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Cam, you got to make it brighter. I mean, you got a gray 7 against a black background.
Oh, stop, Matt. So Tulsa will get a chance to respond with a 2-minute drill. Ball taking the ball at the 10, returning it up to the 29 and leveled.
Ball's taking some abuse during this game. This might be the best thing for Tulsa, though. They were at their best running that 2-minute offense, that no huddle. So if they get to no huddle mode with, if it's not Sioux Falls defense doesn't force a turnover here, it might be, like I said, the best thing for them.
Jackson to throw on 1st down. Fires over the middle, complete to Mosley.
Good job by Mosley there. I'd be hurrying up to the line if I was Tulsa trying to get another playoff, but I guess they're going to let it roll to the 2-minute warning.
And they will indeed roll to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 17-10. Sparrows over the Desperados. See if we can see that 2-minute no-huddle offense that we saw in the opening possession for Tulsa.
Give me some trips. Come on, Tulsa.
It worked well the first time. See if they do it again. I know they come out in basically a running formation here, Matt.
Not a good no-huddle situation.
No, 2 tight ends, a fullback, a halfback, only 1 receiver on the field.
Screen?
Jackson will throw, checks it down to Buffalo Marshall. Buffalo Marshall gains 1. Bring up a 3rd down and 1, and I guess they're content to see if they can convert this and then maybe at that point call a timeout and get in the right formation.
I'd still love a spread here because you could run off that and then no huddle off it and not waste a timeout, but, that's just me.
That's true. Let's see what they do here. Crowd on their feet here in Sioux Falls. 4 receivers and 1 tight end on the field. Empty backfield for Jackson. Oh, pressure coming. Ducks the tackle. Fires and incomplete.
Oh. They busted it out too late.
Jackson nearly getting clobbered in the backfield, Matt, but she was able to duck underneath the sack. Yikes.
Yeah, and no, we're not going to see the 2-minute offense. Unfortunately.
Not now, anyway, right? Minute 27 to go. The punt will be on its way back to A.J. Levy. Sioux Falls will try to extend the lead even more, Matt, and that could be disastrous for Tulsa if they're able to score here.
Oh.
Levy hit about 4 times on that one, finally tackled at the 34-yard line. Matt, Sioux Falls kicked off to start the game, and if they're already up by 7, if they're able to score again, say they get another touchdown here, head into the half 24-10, and then they get the ball back to start the second half.
Oh, yeah.
If they score then, now all of a sudden we're lopsided. Don't want to see that. So
one play at a time.
One play at a time. Hart busting one up the middle and is able to gain 9, about 9.5, as Sioux Falls hurries back to the line.
Good formation for it. See, we got at least 2 receivers out there.
Oh, that one's blown up. Tyree tried to run away. Finally brought down on a sack.
They only have runs out of this set. This could be a disaster. It got audible to a pass here.
Charles Ball on the sack, and now Charles Ball with the tackle, and a 4th down and 1 coming up. The Tulsa defense did exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tulsa doesn't look like they're going to use a timeout here, but good job on the defense. And Sioux Falls, you got to have a pass out of that formation. Could have been at least 3 points you left off the board.
And that was actually one of the backup linebackers, Kyron Hill. Number 40, not to be confused with number 48, Charles Ball. But the Tulsa defense, nonetheless, is able to stop them, which is pretty critical here, Matt, because like we were saying, it could have potentially become a lopsided game if they were able to score and get the ball back. So they will punt it away, and Ball takes it back at the 21. 6 seconds to go, so we'll probably see, I'm guessing, a run and then head into the half. What do you think?
Yep, a run to the half. But, Tulsa just needs to get back to passing the ball like they did in that first drive. It was magic. And then was that all the magic they have? Find out in the second half.
Stay tuned
on the field
for more SFL action. Jackson will throw, fires over the middle, and that one is caught, and they call a timeout. Matt, are they in Hail Mary range?
I don't know. I
right on the outskirts of it?
Right on the 5 more yards. I think you just got to run your best deep play and hope that it gets there because, I'm sure Ashley Jackson has a cannon. I don't know what they're arguing about there. But,
well, I think he's saying throw deep. Throw deep, Ashley.
Well,
and Matt, they have the offensive targets to do it.
Yes.
Corey Jones being highlighted right now. His cohorts, Stephen Bush, Mike Osai. Jones, I think they highlight him, 230 yards so far on the season and a touchdown. Actually, every receiver I just mentioned and the tight end has a touchdown so far this season. And that one is just going to be a handoff to Sanzo Robinson. That'll bring us into the half. Your score after 2 quarters of play, Tulsa 10, Sioux Falls 17. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Let's take a look here at the halftime stats and highlights as we see our team comparison. Tulsa obviously dominating in the passing yard category, but
some turnovers.
Sioux Falls with about double the rushing yards. Time of possession, sort of even, but I mean, Tulsa, statistically speaking, Matt, looks like, hey, they're leading everything. But like you just said, they're leading in throwing picks. Yeah. That's been the difference so far, and the reason that Sioux Falls is winning this one. Sioux Falls will get the ball to start the second half, and it's going to be up to the Tulsa defense to put a stop to that drive and keep Tulsa in this one. Only a one-score game right now. Same cannot be said for the other game going on right now over in London. That one just looks like a little bit of a blowout.
As Big Ben's chimes rang, the bells.
So, Matt, what are you expecting from these teams in the second half? Any adjustments that you'd like to see them make?
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to see, but adjustments I'd like to make is Tulsa go 2/3 pass, 1/3 run, stop, run some of the sets that were working. Look at that first drive. You don't have to necessarily go into a huddle, but look at those plays that were working against Sioux Falls and start running those again. As for Sioux Falls, they've been opportunistic. They've had a decent balance. Just keep it clean. Don't turn the ball over, and I think you've got a good chance to win. So I think it's on Tulsa to clean up their offense.
Ashley Jackson, 17 of 23, 186 yards, touchdown in the first half, but 2 picks. The leading receiver so far is Corey Jones. He's been targeted 4 times, caught the ball 3 times for 79 yards. Sanzo Robinson, 10 attempts for 47 yards. He's averaging, easy math there, Matt, 4.7 yards per carry. Has a receiving touchdown. He caught one through the air for Tulsa's only touchdown so far. Julian Tyree on the other side, 8 of 16 for 78 yards and 2 touchdown passes. So only 15% completion percentage compared to Jackson's 74%, but making more out of those opportunities with the 2 touchdowns, no picks. Colin Hart really kind of the player of the game so far. 11 rushing attempts for 80 yards, averaging 7.3 per carry, getting it done for Sioux Falls. Levy takes the second half kickoff up to the 33-yard line, and we will see Julian Tyree lead the offense out onto the field to get the second half started.
Yeah, just like you said, just keep giving it to Hart, and only throw when necessary. If you do throw, try the screen games work fairly well.
Hart in the backfield. Tyree changing the play at the line. Tyree will throw it to Hart, who catches it right at the line of scrimmage and is immediately hit and tackled. Brought down after a gain of 2 yards. 2nd down and 8.
Win for the Tulsa defense. And now Sioux Falls, maybe they're just going to go back to a normal run. We'll see what they come up with.
As we get a close-up, zoomed-in view of the face, Matt.
Nope, it's 5 wide.
5 wide, there will be no running. Tulsa defense in press coverage. Only 3 down linemen, 4 coming. And that one is caught, but there's a flag on the play, Matt. That one was caught for first down yardage by Calderon.
An eligible man downfield. I don't know, Ruff had put his hands on his head. I don't know what that means.
He got scared.
Ooh, another PI.
Another PI. That one called against the linebacker.
Going the other way. So we've had 1 PI on each side.
Yep, that one called on Kyron Hill, who we saw making those sacks during the 2-minute drill.
Well, when you play man, I think that's a greater risk of having PIs like that. Receivers and corners jostling for position, and things happen.
Split backs in the backfield, only a 1 wide receiver set, so maybe we'll see the run that Matt wanted, and no. Tyree back to throw, out route to the only receiver on the field, but that one's incomplete as he was out of bounds. Riley Porter caught it, but Matt, his feet were out.
Yeah, Tyree led him way too far. He did everything he could to keep his feet in balance, but there's only so much you can do.
Shout out to the chat folks again. Joshua Vasquez, Crash Combs, Nick Fargo, Kanye Rockefeller, Ashley Jackson, Dion Hawkins, Eddie Gage. I got to meet Eddie yesterday, Matt. There's a nice picture of Eddie and I in the general channel. Tyree back to pass. Deep pass down the left side, incomplete. Yeah, I'm at 2 scoops. Is that what you asked?
No, did you get 2 scoops?
Did I get 2 scoops? He gave me 0 scoops.
Oh, then he doesn't really like you. If Eddie does not give you 2 scoops,
man.
it's all over.
2 scoops of what, though?
I don't know. I mean, it's 2 scoops for a reason. I would guess ice cream.
Well, maybe he's 2 scoops because he keeps the 2 scoops for himself.
Well, I don't think so.
Empty backfield for Tyree. 4 receiver set. Low snap. Tyree hauls it in, but brought down and sacked. Ripped down on the play by Gib Lee Do, his first sack of the season.
Yeah, they sent 3, but then they sent the 4th linebacker as the 4th. And Ghibli Do knifing inside, outside, back, inside. Oof.
What a play by Ghibli Do.
A little Reggie White there.
So you get a look at Gib on the
I
sideline.
think Reggie had that kind of blonde hair. That's some blonde hair on Ghibli Do.
Nick Fargo calling for Julian Tyree to stop throwing into double coverage. Matt, Eddie Gage says that he was out of scoops. He was fresh
Likely excuse.
Matt sticking with the whole. He just
gave him to other people.
Gave
first.
him to everybody but me.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike. I'm fresh out of scoops.
Yeah, no scoops for you. Oh, no. Charles Ball returns it up to the 24-yard line. 9 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Stephen at Large says 2 PIs in 1 game. That's an SFL record. I'm not sure if that's actual fact or just, it is very unusual. We don't usually see that, Matt.
If there's a third, I would definitely say that's in the bag.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I would say. 3 receivers set for Ashley Jackson. Their first drive of the second half. Firing deep over the middle. Has her target down the field. 1 man to beat. 15-10. 5. Touchdown, Mike Osai. And Tulsa is about to tie it back up with the extra point.
See, when I said he was gone, he was actually gone. Tulsa getting back to what they were doing. Sioux Falls sent a 5-man blitz, and over the top, Jackson delivers a real beauty. Osai breaks a tackle, and bye-bye. See you later. Hasta la vista.
Ringgold tried to bring Osai down. It just wasn't going to happen. Wow, what a play. What a way to open the second half for Tulsa.
Yeah, extra point away from being all squared up.
Number 8 is back for the point after. Number 4 on the hold.
Stephen Mullinex providing a score update.
And then deleting them.
London,
Look out!
Then deleting them. London 42. Then deleting them, he says. London 42, San Francisco 14. Midway through the third quarter.
It was a low snap. I thought they might have had a chance to Sioux Falls to block that, but not quite. Good job by the holder squaring that up and getting that kick.
Follow the SFL on Twitter at SimulationFL. Andy Hamilton, our social media guy, does a fantastic job of keeping all of our social media platforms up to date. He was taking all sorts of video, obnoxiously so, quite frankly, at the convention yesterday. Every time I would turn the corner, there's Andy with a camera in my face, expecting, I guess, profound words of wisdom, and I just, I didn't have any, Matt.
No, it's,
that's the norm, you know.
He's got another profession we don't talk about.
First down and 10
Hamilton.
for Sioux Falls. This one tied up at 17. Been a close game so far. 3 receiver set, split backs in the backfield. Tyree will throw. Firing deep over the middle. That one nearly intercepted. Probably should have been taken away. Kanye Rockefeller getting his hands on the ball, but it'll bring up his second down and 10.
Yeah, this Sioux Falls defense, they've had so many chances to pick off Tyree, and they've missed every chance.
The Tulsa defense.
Tulsa defense, yes, Tulsa defense.
One of those. Hey, don't feel bad, Matt. I read the entire Sioux Falls defensive roster off when, Tulsa was on the field. So, whatever.
Watch out, we got man coverage again, so Sioux Falls looking to take advantage.
Tyree back to throw. Quick pass over the middle. One-handed catch. Hauled in by Calderon. Beautiful reception for a gain of 8.
Calderon. Can't do the R's. Yeah, they ran all slants, and just toasted that man defense.
technical glitch there. Well, looks like we got our video feedback.
Share those bits, boys. We just lost power. Oh, wait. We're not on Twitch, Cam. Darn it. They made you some money.
No bits to be shared this time. But first down after a short run by Colin Hart.
And they're slowly grinding their way down the field. That's kind of how Sioux Falls is kind of similar in Alaska in that way, is they don't really take one big play. They just kind of each up in little chunks.
3 in the backfield. Hart getting hit in the backfield and brought down. Tackled in the backfield by Ghibli-Doo for a tackle for a loss. Brings up a second down and 11.
Yeah, they've run that play twice now, and I think Tulsa's onto it. They shifted in the correct direction, and nowhere for Colin Hart to go. Big shift here.
Tyree, big drop, firing down the left-hand side, and that one's caught. Hauled in by Porter down to the 10-yard line. Huge gain, and it'll be a first down and goal, Sioux Falls.
I think they sent some kind of quarter blitz, and it didn't pay off.
Wow, nice corner route. Dante West frantically trying to cover it, but just got beat.
Smoked.
Yep. Porter had a step on him the whole way.
So first and goal at the 10. I'd still bring up Hart, see what he's got, make this more manageable. It's always harder closer to the end zone to throw the ball.
And it is a play action. Tyree checking it down to Hart. Great little play there. Gain of 6 all the way up to the 4-yard line.
Some fancy footwork there by Tyree. So they play action to Hart and then they throw it to Hart. Interesting.
That's right. Trying to keep everybody on their toes, including us.
I'm on pedals, but
Matt, you haven't been on your toes in years.
No, I haven't.
Hashtag sad again. Tyree to throw, fires into the end zone into triple coverage, and somehow that one's not picked off. Espen Royale had his hands all over it, but it looked like he lost track of where the ball went.
I don't know, but there was 3 guys around him. It's like, guys,
they don't want
you're getting your hands on so many of Tyree's balls. You got to grab them.
Yeah, and that would have been a great way for the Tulsa defense to put an end to this drive for Sioux Falls to have no points when they had a first down and goal. Just 2 plays ago, now a third down and goal from the 4-yard line. 3 receiver set. Tyree under center.
Watch out for
Tyree will throw, fires, fade route to the back corner, and that one's into triple coverage and incomplete. Trying to hit A.J. Warren, but underthrew the fade, Matt.
How many deflections does Tulsa have?
About 72, I think.
Yeah, 73 maybe.
Liam Crowder now joining our game in the chat, Matt. Good to see Liam and his team getting quite a bit of success against the Sharks today. That game still going on, but it does look like London will probably have that one in the bag as they 21-point lead in the first quarter. That's a tough lead to come back from.
I raised my pinky finger to you. Making my team.
I was to say, I think that's a good thing. I'm not exactly sure if that was good or bad or what.
It's a royal family thing,
Yeah. Matt, someday I really want to take a trip overseas to London. That'd be fantastic, especially since we know people over there now, and we could get a personal tour from Liam Crowder and maybe Matthew Slynn.
I heard they have some real bangers.
And mash. Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Oh, gosh, now I am too. Love some bangers and mash and fish and chips. So
Shepherd's
good.
Pie.
So good.
Stop talking about food. I haven't eaten today.
Well, you started it.
I know. I'm finishing it.
Okay, well, there we have it. First down and 10 for Tulsa. As now they're looking to get some more points on the board as this one goes back and forth. First down and 10 from the 28-yard line. Jackson under center with an offset I formation in the backfield, and Jackson will throw, checking it down to Buffalo Marshall. We've seen him use quite a bit today. That time it works pretty well for a gain of 8.
Yeah, Ashley Jackson outperforming Tyree except for the 2 picks.
Yeah, those 2 picks, that's been the difference. Otherwise, Tulsa really could be running away with this one.
Yeah, if they hadn't thrown one of those picks and then they had some picks of their own, they've had about 97 chances.
They've had quite a few, and looking at the stats so far on the season, I don't see Actually, there are a couple players. Looks like Kanye Rockefeller and Charles Ball, both safeties, had a pick last game. But none so far today as Marshall takes that catch as well, gains only one. Well covered on the play by Fargo and brings up a 3rd down and 1.
My question is, why are you throwing it to Marshall all the time and not Robinson?
Yeah.
He's the guy that got the chance to break tackles and, it might be a little bit faster, but
And I agree, but at the same time, I mean, there's been 2 plays so far this drive, and both of them went to Marshall, and they did gain 9, so it is working. But free play, automatic 1st down as Robinson takes that handoff. He's able to gain 1st down yardage up to the 38-yard line, but that's not going to matter as they're going to get a free 5 yards up to the 42. Get the call from the ref.
Neutral zone infraction, number 96, defense, 5-yard penalty.
And indeed, the Sioux Falls defense is called for the offsides. Marcellus Morton with the jump, and that's going to give Tulsa a free 1st down up to the 42-yard line. And Tulsa's drive will continue. Would have continued either way, but Jackson, 266 yards and a 102.4 rating, but Matt, they didn't even highlight the touchdown throw. They highlighted those 2 picks.
Well, it's been a key point of this game.
Quick pass over the middle, tipped, nearly intercepted, almost had pick number 3. Great coverage on the play. Jose Fuentes getting his hands in on it. Matt, Fuentes coming over in free agency from Atlanta. Atlanta having quite a bit of success this season as well, and now Fuentes bringing his talents to South Dakota and seeing what he can do to not South Beach, Matt, South Dakota, not quite the same place.
Well, man, look at that athletic play by Fuentes. He tipped the ball, and then he tried to jump catch it. might have tried to make it look a little too spectacular.
The other linebackers on the Sioux Falls defense, Alex Parker and Nick Fargo, both have been around in the league for 6 and 5 seasons respectively. Parker been with Sioux Falls this whole time. Fargo for the past 4 seasons, coming over from Carolina so long ago. Jackson firing over the middle. That time she connects with her target. Another threading of the needle. Hauling it in is Corey Jones, the 6'1", 190-pound product. Came out of Vancouver a few seasons ago. Been with Tulsa ever since.
Another one that can't stand Andy Hamilton. Just kidding.
A.J. Levy with the tackle, but the drive continues.
The drive will continue.
Next on the field. I formation for Jackson. 1 receiver to the top, 1 to the bottom. 7 in the box for Sioux Falls. Jackson making a change to the play at the line. She will throw, checking it down. Nope, out route up to the top. I thought that one was to Robinson. Robinson had a little bit more room, I thought, and Osai could have blocked, but Osai with that reception, now over 100 yards on the day.
And I think that's a bad spot. I think it's more of a 3.5-yard gain, despite what the board says. But, good place to start the drive off. And now, well, there we go. Shotgun time, boys.
Yep. And look at this press coverage. Look at this press coverage, man.
This is what you want to see. You need a deep.
Pressure coming, and Jackson's able to break away, running towards the line, and Jackson's going to keep it. 1st down yardage and more. Jackson up to the 20 and tackled at the 21-yard line. Great improvisation by Ashley Jackson. Went through her progressions and decided, I'm just going to keep it myself.
Yeah, good job. Turned into a disaster into a great play. That's one for the highlight books for this week.
1st down and 10, just outside the red zone. Jackson under center with 3 receivers on the field. Back to pass, pressure coming again, checks it down over the middle. That one's caught for another 1st down. Now we have a 1st down and goal. Hauled in by Anthony Mosley, the rookie tight end.
Yeah, and I said go back to what got you here on that first drive, and it looks like they're running some of the same formations and doing well for them. Keep it up. Man, look at that top of the screen. I'd love to see a screen to the top here. We'll see what they come up with.
Jackson fires over the middle. Incomplete pass.
Ooh.
Nearly had it.
Danderson. That'll probably a backup tight end. Not the person you want to be throwing to.
Second down and goal from the 8-yard line. Jackson under center.
Yeah.
That one well defended. Tackled for a loss on the play. He'll bring up a third down and goal from the 9-yard line.
Tosses are rare, few and far between in the SFL, and might have saw why on that play.
Crowd on their feet here in Sioux Falls. Jackson to pass on third down, and that one's nearly intercepted. Probably should have been going the other way.
That's why they don't pay him the big bucks, Mike.
Bobby Carpenter getting his hands on the ball, but he dropped it. And, yep, that's why they pay him the small dollars, Matt. So they'll have to settle for a field goal, but is it really settling, Matt? They're going to get this game tied up.
No, I would say, I mean, it's tough when you get inside the 10, but points is points, and you're keep it a 1-possession game.
So a 25.5-yard field goal try from the right hash is up and good. 2020 here with 2 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
And Tulsa's going to kick the ball off. Back to Levy. Let's see what he can get on this return. 20, 25. Oh, he fumbles the ball. He fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Tulsa. Tulsa gets the ball back, and I believe we'll wait for an official. Nope, they didn't. Oh, my gosh, they did not get the fumble back. That was a wasted opportunity there, man. You got to take advantage of those fumbles. So Tyree will come to the line, making his lucky stars. They didn't turn the ball over there, and see what they do. Back to pass. Screen out to Hart, and he gets 4 on that one.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
I fell out of my chair for a moment. I'm kidding. Appreciate you taking over there for just a second. Had to attend to a technical issue, and we're back.
Yeah, that was you missed an almost fumble there by AJ Levy.
Oh yeah,
spun one too many times. Ball was on the ground. I thought Tulsa had it. They missed another opportunity, another turnover miss.
Oh no. Well, Sioux Falls maintains possession. Split backs in the backfield. A Matt Wilson special right there, folks. Incomplete.
Hey,
should I stop calling it that?
Only I can call it a Matt Wilson special. I'm only allowed to self-repeat myself, okay?
Well, I apologize. Third down and 6 as the duck was thrown. Stephen Mullinex was asking in the chat earlier, Matt, who's going to win the duck. I don't remember us offering up a duck for this broadcast. This one's too close of a game, Stephen. You can't have duck contests unless it's a blowout.
Yes.
This is not a blowout. See, the London game would have been a good one for a duck, but this one's not a duck game. That one's picked off. Tyree finally getting intercepted. Charles Ball taking advantage of that one, and finally the Tulsa defense is able to make an opportunity work in their favor.
The Wiley safety combo that you said had picked the ball off twice last week got their hands. Look at that. Look at ball. It's like whoop, whoop, whoop. There's the ball. And now they got that turnover they should have probably had on the kickoff fumble back, pretty deep in Sioux Falls territory.
So first down and 10 for Ashley Jackson and her offense from the 34-yard line in Sioux Falls territory.
Oh, my God, they ran it again.
Well, that time it was a handoff. It was a pitch. I think it was a pitch to Robinson the last time.
I don't know.
But maybe it just turned into a pitch because Robinson wasn't there and Jackson just got confused, thinking I guess it's a pitch. Duckgate. Duckgate, Steven says. It's not Duckgate.
Hashtag throw it in the trash.
Burn the play. Jackson fires into heavy traffic. That one is caught for a short gain. Third down and 6 coming up. And Matt, I think, they're at the 30-yard line. It's field goal range, but not really. We're looking at 47-yarder.
47. I think it is. It's on fringe. You don't want to take a sack here, but depends how dangerous they want to be. Do they want to? Sioux Falls has brought some pressure. Jackson can't take a sack. So maybe you run it and just take the field goal. I don't know. I think you got to be aggressive, though. I think you just have to.
Offset I, 7-step drop. Jackson throwing to the bottom of the screen, complete, but falling out of bounds at the 26-yard line is Corey Jones. 4th down and 2, stopping the clock, but that will set them up in a much more manageable field goal range.
Yeah. Ashley just played it safe there and just said, well, he's open on the out. Maybe he can get a few more yards, but it didn't happen. But, yeah, now you've got a much more makeable field goal to take the lead for the first time since, I don't know what, the first series?
Yeah, I think it might have been from the first quarter, first series. 43-yarder right from the center of the field. Andrew Wheeler with the kick, and it's good. Tulsa reclaims the lead now 23-20 here in Sioux Falls, and back and forth we continue to go.
Like two heavyweight boxers throwing body blows. Who will be the last? We'll find out on the field.
Yes, Matt.
I can't help myself.
Yes,
I'm
Matt.
sorry.
That is where we'll. You've said that so many times now. The whole we'll find out thing. That literally anywhere I am, anytime I hear anybody say we'll find out, I always say on the field, and most of the time they look at me like I'm nuts because it has nothing to do with anything relating to a field. So.
I'm sorry. I just make great impressions on people. What can I say?
I don't know if it's great, but impressions, yes. A.J. Levy returning that one up to the 27-yard line. Julian Tyree now back out onto the field. Tyree still having a quality game, 14 of 29. He's got 2 touchdown passes, 165 yards. His completion percentage now below 50, though. So he checks that one down to Hart behind the line of scrimmage. Hart able to gain 2 yards. But he does now have that interception, which so far I guess is the difference in this one, as it led to points off turnovers. Tulsa took the lead, and that should bring us to the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books, 1 remaining. Tulsa 23, Sioux Falls 20. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
Put your 4s up, or in my case, a giant fist.
Today's SFL broadcast on YouTube is brought to you in part by Nation's Best Football, helping NFL, college, high school, and youth players to help #secure the bag. ScoreStream, the official live scoring app of the SFL. By Sector 6, custom esports jerseys and apparel, and the exclusive SFL shop provider. And by SpyGoat, dedicated to the craft of audio. Aerial shots brought to you by AirViews. These ones much less intense. United by drone. Visit airviews.com to see more drone footage.
I thought we were just going to get a nice drive, but nope, we had to spin.
We had to spin. Spin to win, Matt.
That's true. Spin to win.
Spin to win. 4s are going up in the chat. 11 minutes remaining in this ball game. It could be anyone's game still at this point. Tyree going deep, trying to get it all back in one shot. Gets it up to midfield. Nice catch by Porter. First down and 10 from midfield.
There's been so many contested catches. I don't know what to think anymore. I mean, look at this. He just trusts his receiver. He throws it far enough inside. But man, that's still a bit of a gamble. Good throw by Tyree.
3 receivers on the field, split back formation. Tyree fires over the middle again, somehow caught by Porter. I thought that was going to go off the back of a defender, but Porter hauls it in again.
I guess Baby doesn't have enough back on that one. Back it up. I've killed Mike. I'm taking over.
No, I'm fine.
My
I'm
plan
good.
hasn't succeeded yet.
You haven't succeeded, my gosh. 4 receivers and a tight end. Tyree in the gun. Low snap, but Tyree snags it. Fires over the middle, and that one is once again caught up at the 21-yard line. Hauled in by A.J. Warren, that time his 3rd catch of the day.
Man. I don't know where these balls are going. This one is in cover. I mean, it's quite a bit of traffic. Almost a late hit, but man, Tyree's got his head on straight during this drive so far.
Three backs in the backfield, running formation here on first down. Hart taking the handoff. We've seen so much of Porter, his name was just still stuck in my head. Gain of 4 will bring up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Hart got squarely hit and just kind of absorbed it,
Just
stopped,
shook it off.
and then kept going. It wasn't a shoulder charge, but it was something.
Hart says, I'm not ready to go down yet. I have more yards to gain.
He's not going to vanish without a fight.
Trips formation to the top of the screen. I'm cutting you off, Matt. Play action. Pump fake. Tyree ends up checking it down to Hart. Hart's able to gain only 2 up to the 15-yard line. Will bring up a 3rd down and 4. Update from London. There's about 4 minutes to go in that one. 49-14. London has the lead over the Sharks.
That's a drumming, Governor.
Drumming?
Crikey. Oh, that's it.
No, man. Now you've just gone to an entirely different pond. Tyree firing deep into the back of the end zone, and that one's batted away. Defended by Dante West, was trying to hit Warren in the back of the end zone. That would have been a tough catch, Matt.
Yeah. There's just been a lot of rolling the dice on these throws. I mean, look at almost picked off. Couldn't quite reel it in. And
well, you saw Warren. Go ahead.
Just another. It's been a kind of a game of field goals lately, and
well, you saw Warren trying to set up for that one. He knew it was going to be a stretch, and stretch he did. You know, his toes, he just put them right at the goal line and started leaning out of bounds, thinking, if I'm going to catch it, this is it. This is the only way it's going to happen. And West just slapped it away. 31.5-yard field goal try coming up from the right hash to tie the game back up yet again, and it is good. We are once again tied up, 23-23. 8 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Prefontaine, just easy. That's what you want to do with your kicker. If you're going to kick field goals, make it easy on him.
Like the SFL on Instagram, at SimulationFL, the same way you can find us on every social media platform. Andy went and snagged up at SimulationFL/SimulationFL, anything you can think of, SimulationFL.
He's hoarding all the SFLs.
He's hoarding them all. They will all be his. Charles Ball with a great return. One man to beat, and he's broke that tackle. He's up to the 40, the 30. He's going to go 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tulsa, and now they reclaim the lead. My goodness.
That man has balls.
To the house.
Over and over and over again this entire game. And then finally, he's like, Prefontaine, you're not bringing me down. See you later. Bye-bye.
Just sprinting down the sidelines into the end zone, and just like that, Tulsa has reclaimed the lead, and it'll be up to Sioux Falls to go back on offense right after getting off the field.
Yeah, but they need a touchdown now. Field goals aren't not going to cut it for Sioux Falls. I mean, there's still a good amount of time left in the game, but man, you don't want to respond back with another field goal.
You know, and it's funny, Matt. You were talking about how it was a game of field goals, you know, and you were looking to see a little bit more action, and Charles Ball says, I got you. Watch this.
And, you know,
Charles Ball sitting on the sidelines. He goes, hold my beer.
Yeah.
He really shouldn't be drinking on the sidelines.
He's drinking on the sidelines? What are they doing there? Tulsa. I'd like a good margarita, but I only show up drunk before the game, not during the game.
Not in game, just before the game.
Yeah.
It's a bold strategy, Matt. I'm going to have to talk to Stephen Mullinex about that one, I think. No wonder you're not throwing me the ball. A.J. Levy trying to replicate what Charles Ball just did. There is a flag on the play.
Some dirty laundry.
And they call holding on the Sparrows on number 91, Alex Parker.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Is that the backup sound here in Sioux Falls? They instead of beeps, it's tweets.
Yeah, it's the seat. Yep.
Well, that's interesting. I don't think they would play that sound for their own team getting a penalty, though.
Well, if you do it for the other team, you deserve it yourself. So I just gave it back to them a little bit, just a little bit.
First down and 10 from the 19-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Tyree sets up under center. Hart in the backfield. Tyree will throw, checking it down to Hart. Holds it in one-handed and well covered. Tackled for a loss. Second down and 11 after Hesleb knocks him out of bounds. So we take a look at the quarterback comparison.
They've been playing so much man as they've been waiting for Sioux Falls to swing it out to Hart, which they do, or they have done in the past. And on those kind of situations, man defense is exactly what you want.
Second and 11 coming up. 2 tight ends at the bottom of the formation. Tyree will throw. Hit as he released it. Somehow hauled in. Holy cow. Once again, A.J. Warren with another impressive reception.
Yeah. I mean, pocket breaking down, and wow. I don't know how the ball got there. Tulsa needs again to wave their hands around a little bit better because I did not see a crease. Not see a window.
2 receivers to the top of the screen. Oh, and a free play as Hart takes the handoff. Goes nowhere, but the Tulsa defense jumped early, and that'll be a free 5 yards for the Sparrows. See the call from the ref. It is indeed offsides on the defense. They are calling Ghibli-Doo for jumping on that one. Ghibli-Doo's had a couple of great plays in this game, Matt, but that time costing his team a few yards.
Well, it's not. Penalties kind of happen, and that's not the worst situation for it to happen. It wasn't 3rd and 5, so we'll see if he's all angry now and he'll make it up for it here.
Ghibli-Doo with a sack earlier on in the game. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends on the field for Sioux Falls. Tyree will throw and fires into coverage. That one batted away by Aspen Rael. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Other hand on a Tyree ball. Tyree's living dangerously, I'm telling you, with these passes. He's got some luck, some skill, but you can't turn the ball over now.
Second down and 5. 3 backs in the backfield for Tyree. Tyree hands it off to Hart. Has blockers out in front. First down yardage up to the 45-yard line.
It's a quality tackle there, though, at the end.
Yeah, I thought he was going.
He might have been gone.
I thought he was going for much, much more than what he got.
Again, Tulsa's just got to protect the lead, right? They might be saying, you know what, field goal's okay. We'll let them run the ball, run clock.
That's right.
As long as they don't score 7, we're fine.
Tyree back to throw, out route to the top of the screen, hauled in. That one brought in by Ray Lynn. We haven't seen Lynn in a little while, but that time gained 6 right up to about midfield. Out of bounds on the tackle, stops the clock at 6:07. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
Tick, 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 tick.
No, Matt, no tick, tick, tick. He went out of bounds.
No, but now it's ticking.
Oh, and the clock rolls. You know what you're talking about, Matt.
I do. I'm a professional.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying I am.
Tyree firing deep down the left-hand side. Caught, but there's a flag on the play, but Porter's going to go all the way down to the 2-yard line. But if this is holding, it's all coming back. We will see what the call is. We've seen a couple of pass interferences, but this time it is indeed holding. Holding on the defense, Matt. Defensive holding. So that one is declined, and it is going to be a 1st down and goal from the 2.
What the heck? Defensive holding. You don't see that much in the SFL, but, I mean...
Well, this has been a game of unusual defensive penalties, so...
I got to back up my own tweets, huh? I don't know how to say tweet backwards. That's the problem.
Yeah, let's not even try. We're just going to go with the 1st down and goal from the 2. And Matt, you said the You said the Tulsa defense wanted to just prevent the touchdown. Well, now here you go with 3 shots, maybe even 4 shots at the end zone from the 2-yard line. Hart taking the handoff, and the Tulsa defense wins round 1 as he's tackled for a loss of 2 back to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Well, 1 down, 2 to go.
Maybe 3, though, Matt. Do you think, you're down by 7. If it's 4th down and goal, let's say it's 4th down and goal from the 4-yard line, would you go for it? Or would you take the 3?
I might take the 3. I got 3 timeouts. I don't know. It's I'll have to see what happens.
Well, one thing at a time here. Tyree to throw, firing into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. George Calderon with the touchdown, his first of the day.
Calderon. Do it, Mike.
You do it. Analyze the play, Matt.
Just a post touchdown, one-handed.
It looks like Tulsa's defense was maybe just looking to stop the run there. They really didn't drop back at all.
Well, you can't leave a good tight end open.
That's right. Espen Rael playing center field there for the Tulsa defense. He's just kind of waiting for Hart to get that handoff so he could just slam him at the line, and suddenly Calderon ran behind him and jumped for it. It was too late. Extra point is up and good. Matt, for the 800th time today, we are all tied up here in Sioux Falls. Tulsa 30, Sioux Falls 30, 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Man,
it's anyone's game.
And it's tying. It feels like it's like deja vu.
Indeed it does, Matt. Ball is teed up, and it is off to Charles Ball. Ball already returning 1 for a touchdown. Can he do it again, or will we see the Tulsa offense back out on the field? And we do. Indeed, we will indeed see the Tulsa offense back on the field again. Ashley Jackson, 25 of 34, 74% completion percentage, Matt. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 307 yards so far, spreading it around pretty evenly to everybody. 3 receptions for Stephen Bush, 5 for Corey Jones, 6 for Mike Osai, 3 for Anthony Mosley.
And a partridge in a pear tree. And
a sparrow in a pear tree. Jackson taking the snap, throws it over the middle. That one is caught. Almost gains first down yardage up to the 37-yard line. Alex Parker in on the tackle.
In Tulsa's situation, you want to keep getting first downs. You're almost in clock stall mode. You want to gain enough yards for that. Just a field goal and let the clock run so Sioux Falls doesn't have the chance to come back on you. So see how if they can execute that properly.
Offset I formation. 2nd down and inches. Robinson hitting the backfield by Levy, and he's tackled for a loss. 3rd down and 3 coming up.
A little too much outside for my liking there. Trap or just a run up the middle, see what you get. And
or just block Levy. I mean, he came through untouched and just slammed
He's a quality
Robinson.
player. It's hard to block him.
Especially when you don't try. 3 receivers out on the field. Jackson firing over the middle and is dropped. Robinson had it, and it looked like it was swatted right out of his hands. Well defended. It'll bring up a 4th down.
But I don't think if he caught it, it was going to be a first down either. He was a yard short.
Yeah, it would have been tackled, which is I was actually kind of surprised that the defender didn't go for the tackle there and just try to just stop him and even keep the clock running. 3 minutes, 55 seconds to go.
If he goes to the pick and whiffs, oh boy.
Yeah, that could have been disastrous, but was able to break that ball free, incomplete pass. 4th down, no harm, no foul. Now they'll get the ball back. Levy taking it back at the 24, spins away from 2 defenders and then finally brought down at the 31-yard line. There was a chance he was going to break that one away for some big yardage. But they'll get it at the 31-yard line with 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the 4th quarter, attempting all they need, Matt, is 3 points. I'm sure they'd like to get 7, but if they can milk this clock, get a field goal, they'll come away with the victory. One of these teams has to win, Matt. Neither one has won a game yet this season, although Sioux Falls has only played the one game. They had a bye week in week 2.
I said the O has got to go.
The O has got to go. Nice run by Hart to get things going here. Gain of 9. Now brings him over 100 yards on the day, still averaging over 6 yards a carry, which is absolutely what you want to see out of your halfback.
So now the situation's reversed. Sioux Falls wants to run the clock, kick a field goal. And I have Tulsa have any time left on the clock, although they seem to be a little bit of a hurry. So we'll see what they're going to do.
Backs in the backfield. Tyree to throw. Steps up. Pressure coming. Down he goes. Ghibli-Doo with another sack.
Oh, there you go. He made up for his encroachment.
He sure did.
The O-line's like, oh, no.
He's like, oh, dear, what have I done? Well, you just got Ghibli-Doo. That's what you did. Ghibli-Doo, no sacks.
We got man coverage.
No sacks for Ghibli-Doo in the first 2 outings, Matt. 2 here today. Man coverage, as Matt said. Tyree over the middle. That one's caught, but it's going to be a 4th down. Calderon stopped just short of the line to gain. 4th down at their own 40-yard line, and Matt, they're going to need to punt.
Would you go for it here?
No. Not you can't. You can't, Matt. Tulsa would be almost in field goal range.
Yeah, but you might not get the ball back.
I know, but I think you got to pin them deep because, I mean, look where they are.
You got a back averaging 6.7 yards a carry. I don't know.
That's true. Dangerous decision, but they do decide indeed to punt it to Charles Ball, who, of course, has returned one for a touchdown. So no matter how you look at it, it's dangerous to you really either decision. Do you go for it and give him good field position, or do you punt and potentially surrender a touchdown right away?
I just run a trap to Hart. Trust the guy that's been the most productive player in this game, because you do not want to give the ball back to Tulsa, and they're in a good field. They're from her 35-yard line. Pretty good.
Ashley Jackson with a split back formation, or offset eye, I should say. Jackson out route to the bottom of the screen. That one is caught. Gain of 5 and out of bounds to stop the clock. 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning in Tulsa's favor. Matt, Stephen Molinek says, I got Ghibli-Dooed once, never again. Never again.
How?
I don't know. It was just funny.
I think he's on our team, and it's his first season in the league, so I don't know how he got Ghibli-Dooed before that.
I think maybe as the owner of Dallas, he got Ghibli-Dooed.
Ooh.
Jackson checks it down to Robinson behind the line of scrimmage. Well defended. Jose Fuentes with the tackle. 3rd down and 3, but that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. We got a great one here in Sioux Falls, folks. Tulsa 30, Sioux Falls 30. 2 minutes to go in regulation. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
I think the 2-minute warning was a blessing in disguise. Let them change their offense to a better set.
Final score in London. London 49, San Francisco 21. Jackson taking the ball on 3rd down and gets the 1st down yardage up to the 49-yard line. Pass was complete to Mosley. 1st down and 10, and they're going to let the clock run a little bit, Matt, as they know all they need is a field goal to win it.
Tick, 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 tick. It was a nice design. They left 2 backs in there to protect Jackson, and we had a nice little out there.
Matt, Reggie Streeter for London, 217 yards and 3 touchdowns. Player of the game.
The mean streets of London.
The mean streets of London.
Oh, no.
And that one's running up the middle. Oh! Huge run for Robinson, and they are just about on the edge of field goal range for Tulsa. 1st down.
Yeah. They tried that play, one of those plays again, where they fake to the fullback and maybe eat my words. I'd be running here. I would be passing. So
I know, me too. I'm nervous. Jackson in the gun. 4 receiver set. Jackson to throw. Has time, but pressure's coming. That one's nearly intercepted, but caught. Oh, my. That could have gone the other way, Matt.
Whew. I don't know. I'm low on gas. And I don't think I could take overtime, so somebody score.
Corey Jones with the reception, but my goodness, that was almost picked off, and that would have been a walk-off touchdown, I think, as that would have been less than a minute to go with Sioux Falls having a touchdown lead. But instead, still tied up, 2nd down and 7. Check down to Buffalo Marshall, I believe. Nope, Marshall's down at the bottom. That one was to Robinson. Brings up a 3rd down and 1 from the 25. I formation. Jackson will throw. That time to Buffalo Marshall, and Buffalo gets the 1st down. The clock
Nobody
continues to
circles
run
the
there
wagons
in
like
field
fucking
goal
America.
range. So they're going to let this clock run, but they do hurry back to the line. Jackson snaps it. Will throw to Robinson behind the line of scrimmage. Robinson tackled right at the line by Nick Fargo, and Tulsa will burn their first timeout of the second half.
That timeout. Interesting. Someone had. I guess that was a kind of a situation where either team needed to call a timeout.
Yeah, somebody needed to. I mean, especially Sioux Falls. Tulsa is in field goal range right now.
Oh no! Again.
Oh, what? This is an interesting wrinkle, Matt.
My God, Mike, what are they doing?
They've taken Robinson out of the game. Jackson in the gun. Jackson back to throw, firing deep towards the end zone, going for it all, and it's picked off. It's intercepted. Jay Ringgold with the pick. Holy cow! Matt, they had field goal range.
My blood sugar's gone.
Ringgold says, if you're going to throw, I'm going to take advantage of that one. What just happened?
Well, Mike, we're on safety watch here. A Ghibli Doo sack could end this game if it's in the end zone.
At the 4-yard line, Tulsa squandering a big opportunity, and the Sparrows defense taking advantage. Can Ghibli Doo get something done? Ghibli Doo got a nice jump, but but there's a penalty.
Well, there's the record.
Flags everywhere.
PI.
Let's see if Matt is right. And it is indeed our third pass interference. And that one is against Tulsa, Matt, and that is going to kind of take away safety watch.
Well, we don't have a we don't have a blow up, whatever. I can't even talk. Blowout duck, but we need a penalty pig right now. Oink oink. That pig with a whistle.
That's right, the whistle pig, Matt. I think you're referring to the whistle
pig.
pig. It's another name for a groundhog.
Did you know that, chat?
Also known as a woodchuck. All the same animal. Tyree breaks away, able to get the ball off, almost got sacked, gets it up to Calderon.
Timeout.
Ghibli Doo was coming, Matt. $12 seconds to go in this one. I'm not sure if somebody must have called a timeout. I didn't see. I didn't see who, and neither did the truck. I'm going to guess it was Sioux Falls. Tyree in the gun. This will be, if not the last play, one of them. Maybe 2 plays left here. 4 wide and a tight end. Fires over the middle to that tight end. Gains 7 and then calls timeout. And yes, that was indeed Sioux Falls that called a timeout now with 1 remaining. 2nd down and 3 from the 35 outside of Hail Mary range.
Indeed, indeed. This game could be going to overtime.
Stephen Mullinex says Whistle Pig was his nickname in college. That's concerning on so many levels.
El Guapo, Whistle Pig, Esteban.
So many levels. Split backs in the backfield for the Sparrows. Tyree back to pass, fires it. That one is caught by Hart, and they're going to use their last timeout. I think they were probably just trying to get in Hail Mary range, but I don't think they did, Matt.
Nope, not at all.
Jason McGee looks a little disappointed in that fact on the sideline.
Tyree, you got to throw it deeper. Well, nobody was open. See, like my little...
Go home.
Well, I don't care.
He just pointed at the locker room. You need to leave. Like I think you still need him, Jason.
They're going to put in Freddie Fox from the other backups. I don't know who the quarterback is, but we know
Willie
Freddie
Beeman,
Fox.
Matt. Willie Beeman, the backup quarterback.
Oh, Stephen Beeman? Yeah, heck yeah. Get him on the field.
Give Beeman
Willie
a chance.
Beeman.
Trips formation to the top of the screen. Tyree under center.
I'd be playing quarters here. Just back up.
Yeah, Tulsa's defenders playing at least 10 yards off. Tyree looking to throw, throws a short over the middle, and we are going to overtime. 30-30 after 4 quarters. 4 quarters wasn't enough for this one, folks. We need at least one more. And I say at least one more, Matt, because there's no ties in the SFL. We play to win the game.
They were who we thought they were. The question is, who's going to win this coin toss?
That is the big question for everybody wondering. The first score wins. Field goal, safety, touchdown. Doesn't matter how you do it. You get a point, you win the game. The Sparrows will receive. And the Desperados will defend the south goal, probably for win reasons.
Tails never fails.
Tails never fails, Matt. Andrew Wheeler has the ball teed up. Overtime, ready to go. 11 minutes on the clock. 2 timeouts for each team. And A.J. Levy takes it at the 5-yard line, returning it up to the 28, where Julian Tyree and company will get going with their first possession of the second half. Julian Tyree in 4 quarters of football, 28 of 45, 62% completion percentage. He got that improved. It was under 50% at one point. 335 yards in regulation with 3 touchdowns and a pick. His quarterback rating just under 100. Colin Hart had over 100 yards on 18 carries. His average went below 6, but still a fantastic job on the ground. Split backs in the backfield and hit as he threw the ball and nearly picked off. That could have been disastrous for the Sparrows, but it is a second down.
That's the name of the game. Tulsa misses another opportunity. I mean, look, that's a duck. Go get your hands on the. Oh my gosh.
That's right. It just kind of floated. Porter trying to get
Charles ball right there and just says, or maybe that was Kanye. One of them looked down and was like.
I saw Dante West, but yeah, I mean, the safety's there too. There was multiple people with opportunities there. So everybody in the chat putting their 5s up, Matt.
Put your fist up, right?
Put your fist up. That's, hey, it works out in your favor.
Yep.
Put your fist up, Matt. Trips formation to the top of the screen. Play action. Hit as he threw again. Hart breaks a tackle at the line and is able to gain about 3. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. And if Sioux Falls can't convert this one, then Tulsa's offense will indeed get a shot at it. First one to score wins.
Somebody please score.
Coming out in that same formation, play action again, fires to the bottom of the screen. That one good for a first down up to the 39-yard line. Nice out route, caught and stepped out.
Yep, it was close, but just not quite.
So first down and 10 from their own 39-yard line. We got a great one here in Sioux Falls. I think everybody has probably come over to join us from the London game, where London had a pretty destructive blowout of the Sharks. Tyree firing into double coverage, triple coverage, almost even quadruple coverage. So much coverage. But batted away. Second down and 10. And, Matt, we've seen so much of that in this game. So many dangerous passes by both teams.
You got to give Tulsa a hand for getting so many hands on balls, but they just haven't done. They've gotten 1 or 2, but I forget. I'm sorry, it's been a long game, but they really haven't. They could have had 5 or 6.
Deep pass is batted away and incomplete. That one could have been the game right there. Tyree going deep to A.J. Warren and swatted away. Good pass defense by Tulsa. I was looking at the stats, Matt, and almost missed the beginning of that play. 13 passes defense have been recorded by the Tulsa defense. 13, now 14 with that one. And only 1 pick. So they got their hands on a whole bunch of passes. Only was able to take advantage of the 1. Empty backfield for Tyree. Firing an out route to the bottom of the screen, complete, but carrying him out of bounds. We'll bring up a 4th down and 5, and they will need to punt to the Tulsa offense, Matt.
Exactly what Tulsa was looking for, and now they have a golden opportunity to win this game.
Max Mulholt back to punt for the Sparrows. Charles Ball back to receive for the Desperados. Kick taken back at the 21-yard line and returned up to the 26. So 74 yards to the end zone, but once again, they only need a field goal. The end of regulation, Tulsa well within field goal range, and then the gutsy decision to just try to end it with a touchdown totally blew up in their face, totally backfired with an interception and brought us here to overtime. And, Matt, I remember a Mexico City game, we had a similar situation, well within Cole Varner range, and you threw it. And I think it was a pass to me, if I remember correctly. And we did win with a touchdown in the end zone, but, oh, it was scary. It was scary. Jackson going deep again, not to be fazed by her last pick, and that one nearly picked off by Ringgold again.
Yeah, Ringgold licking his chops. Tried to go to that post route.
Three interceptions for the Sioux Falls defense so far today. One by Ringgold, one by Barnhart, and one by Alex Parker, the linebacker. Jeff Malinishin asking, what about a tie? It's not going to happen, Jeff. We're going to play until someone wins. It might be tomorrow before we're done. Ashley Jackson to throw. Firing deep down the field. That one hauled in by Anthony Mosley for a first down up to the 44-yard line.
What a grab by Mosley there for a man that's not being paid very much.
No, that's Mosley. He's the rookie tight end, Matt.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see. You're right. Well, that's why you pay him the big bucks.
That's right.
Sky up for those big catches like that. My apologies, Mr. Mosley.
The 8th overall pick in the draft. 6'5", 248 pounds for Mosley. His 5th catch on his 5th target. 52 yards for him today as Robinson takes that pass out of the backfield for a gain of 3. Mosley's actually averaging over 10 yards per reception, Matt, long of 18. Shout out to Mark Lopez in our Buick Roadmaster, which is our stats vehicle that Matt purchased for $12 on eBay. So that was nice of you to provide a vehicle. But Stats team is super, super helpful to us in these broadcasts. If you're looking to get involved in the league, consider joining the Stats team. Jackson under pressure and goes down. She is sacked for a loss. Will bring up a 3rd down and 13. Big play by the Sioux Falls defense.
Yeah, and well, that guy just beat the tackle right off. And if you're Jackson, you can't take a loss like that. Your team is nearing midfield. Field goal range is just a little ways away.
Three wide receivers on the field for Tulsa. Offset I formation. Jackson back to pass. Pressure coming again. Steps up. She might run with it a second time, and she does. Doesn't gain enough, though. Gains only 4. Jose Fuentes tackling her from behind. Bring up a 4th down and 9, and Sioux Falls will get another shot.
Jackson did what she could, but there was just nothing there.
A.J. Levy.
Better to do that than to throw a pick.
Yep.
Maybe you can pin him. I don't know. Depends on the win situation.
A.J. Levy waiting for the ball. Standing back at his own 18-yard line. Is able to return it all the way up to the 24. 6 yards on the return will bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Sparrows.
This game
will continue after this. And we're back. Tyree with over 50 pass attempts so far, Matt.
I don't think there's any more ad breaks, Mike.
Nope, that was it.
We're
fresh out of ads, so we're back.
I'm strapped to my chair permanently, and so are you for now.
3 receivers on the field for the Sparrows. Tyree will throw on 1st down. Checking it down to Hart. And nope, that's not Hart. So many backs getting involved in this one. That is fullback Ashley Anderson. It looks like the Sparrows took a play out of the Desperados playbook there, getting the fullback involved.
I mean, why not? They're probably just drawing plays in the dirt at this point.
Like, well, we used up the whole playbook and nobody won. Any suggestions? Let's try what they tried. Tyree under center. Hands the ball off to Hart, running up the middle. Had some blockers at the beginning, but the defense closing quickly. 3rd down and 2. Coming up, 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in overtime period numero uno.
As we say in Mexico.
Yes.
And now it's Trace and Dose. 3rd and 2 for the
Yes. Trace and Dose to go. Hart takes a handoff. Gains only 1, and he is stopped.
Oh, man.
Espen Rael with the stop. 4th down and 1, and Tulsa will get another shot at it. And see, Matt, that's why earlier on, it was a 4th and 2, I think, at their own 40, maybe a 4th and 1. And you said, he's averaging over 6 yards a carry, give it to him. Well, but there you go. 4th and 2 or 3rd and 2 right there, and he couldn't convert.
If I'm designing the play, there's no problem. It's a first down.
Oh, okay. I forgot. You're the guru. Ball takes it at the 30, tackled at the 30. They'll spot him at the 31.
I taught Steven everything he knows about calling offense.
Oh, is that so?
Including not throwing to Mike Daggs. It's a trap.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Throw it to the fullback in the end zone. Touchdown.
50 viewers with us here on YouTube. Appreciate everybody being here with us this afternoon. First down and 10 from the Tulsa 31-yard line. 4 receivers and a tight end.
Why the heck not? Just chuck it to the sky. What do you got to lose?
Going deep. High snap. Jackson hauls it in. And pump fake. And down she goes. Sacked again. Who got it this time? Big number 98. Defensive tackle Lennox Sanders. 320 pounds of beef.
Ugh. Be nice to the lady. Oh, my gosh.
Wraps her up. Brings her down. AYY Cardinal in the chat saying, what is this? This is the Simulation Football League. We're a controllerless esports league. You can learn more about us by checking out our website, simulationfl.net, and join our Discord community where you too can get involved. That one incomplete. That pass was well defended. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 17. Corey Jones, the leading receiver on the day, not able to haul that one in. When I say leading receiver, Matt, I mean for Tulsa, the leading receiver so far of the game, Riley Porter, 170 yards on 8 catches. He's actually been targeted 18 times. They threw it to him a lot, but the Tulsa defense has done a good job of swatting passes away. But let's see what we have here on 3rd and 17. They're going to try to convert this with 5 receivers going deep, throwing it, and it's picked off again.
Oh, no!
That one's being returned by the defense all the way up to the 23-yard line, and just like that, the Sparrows are in field goal range, and Ashley Jackson with 4 picks today.
Well, I guess I say throw it deep. What's the worst that can happen? I guess that's the worst that could happen. I mean, oof.
Jay Ringgold with his 2nd interception off the tip that John Barnhart made.
But again, how many times has Tyree made similar kind of throws and just bounced off Tulsa defenders' hands? It's just, it's unfortunate.
Julian Tyree feeling pretty good about himself at this point as he leads the offense back out onto the field. Heavy formation on the field. Hart takes the handoff, running straight up the middle, maybe trying to center up the kick as he gets it all the way up to the 19-yard line. 5 minutes to go in the first overtime period. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, I would just run, kick the field goal. I mean, if he misses it, you tar and feather him.
Liam Crowder in the chat saying game over. We'll see. This is about the field position that Tulsa had, and then they decided to try to throw a touchdown. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. As it looks like the Sparrows are content to keep it on the ground. Hart runs it straight into the middle again. 3rd down and 5. And Matt, do you think there's a chance they throw it, or just kick it and be done?
I might kick it now just to make sure they have an extra down in case. Nope.
Nope.
Oh boy.
Come out, and they actually come out. Here we go, Matt. They come out 3 wide with a tight end.
Don't do it.
And they are going to throw. Are you kidding me? Tyree throws it over the middle, and that one's complete to Calderon. 1st down and goal from the 8. Kick the ball.
They should kick it here, no doubt.
My poor little heart can't take it, man.
Don't risk it. I mean, they should, I don't know. Wheel them out. Wheel the kicker out.
And for some reason, the home crowd is booing. They wanted more football, Matt, but the Sparrows are. Jason McGee says, "No, can we just win? Can we just win and go home?" From 24 yards out on the right hash for the win. The snap, the kick is up, and it's good. We have a winner here in Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls wins the game 33-30 over the Tulsa Desperados. What a finish.
Whew.
Matt, that was a wild game for us today. That was back and forth. I can't even remember how many lead changes there were. It was tied up so many different times. As we take a look at the final stats and highlights, your final thoughts on this one?
Well, look at the bottom. Turnovers.
Yep.
4-1. That was the game.
That was the difference. Yep.
I mean, but also the turnovers that Tulsa did not get on defense and special teams. You know, AJ Levy fumbled the kickoff, wasn't recovered. Tyree threw multiple tight spots, deflections, never picked but once. So you could switch those numbers around, and we would have a completely different ball game. Heck, Tulsa would probably be way ahead, but you know, Sioux Falls just did just enough, and that's all that really matters in football. Did you win or did you lose?
Absolutely. And ultimately, Sioux Falls comes away with their first victory, and unfortunately for Tulsa, they fall to 0-3 to start their season, but definitely playing well, except for those picks. That's the one difference, is they need to get that turnover situation figured out, because that was indeed the difference in this game, is that final interception led to a nice easy field goal for Sioux Falls. Coming up next, stay tuned for our second set of Sunday afternoon games. First up, kicking off very shortly, as soon as we wrap this one up, we'll have a brief intermission, and we will get the next game started as the New Orleans Pharaohs take on the Denver Nightwings. T. Roy Gaines is on play-by-play duty again, and Stephen Hacker will be joining him as the color commentator. As soon as that game gets started, Matt and I will have arrived in Tallahassee via supersonic jet. Thank you,
Get
Cam.
on that Concorde.
That jet, that is nice. There's like big cushy seats on it, and unlimited Mountain Dew, and ample bathrooms, because
cool,
you know,
man.
with unlimited Mountain Dew, that's what happens. Some nasty tea for Matt. So all sorts of nice stuff on what? Nice stuff on the jet.
I'm gonna eat pop an energy drink, and I'll be ready for the next one.
Sweet. So we'll get that one started. That'll be in Tallahassee, Florida.
Don't want to miss it, but that's going to be a really great game, guys.
The defending champion Alaska Storm will be taking on the Tallahassee Pride. It's going to be a good one. So, Matt, who do you think the player of the game is going to be? I'm guessing Colin Hart.
Yeah, it would be Colin Hart, definitely. He was kind of the guy that just made everything go.
Yeah, kept it all going.
Kind of the new guy. He didn't really make one spectacular play, but he made enough big chunk plays that kept drives alive. So yeah,
22 rushing attempts for 110 yards. You know, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It could be Riley Porter, and it's Julian Tyree. So
Tyree.
We lose 364 yards, 3 touchdowns. I guess that really is it when you have 56 pass attempts
and almost
Yikes.
9 picks. But you know,
well, he only had 1 pick, but yeah, almost 9. Certainly a good recovery from his game last week, where he had 4 interceptions. This time, keeping it all together. This has been a presentation of the SFL presented by APM Music. For Matt Wilson and Mark Lopez on Stats, I am Mike Daggs saying thank you for joining us, and goodbye, everybody.